Well, Ace Gamer here on his 5K camera. Here, let me show you something. Let's go into why you clicked this video. Cut stories from Ace SMP, Ace Adventures. Whatever you want to call names, whatever name you like best, Ace Adventures, Ace SMP. We're going to be talking about the cut stories from that. So this was the very first story I came up with for the Ace SMP. So pretty much like an Ace form a bond, and an Ace explains there are no rules on the only bloodshed. Like an Ace turned their business into a cult, start working on a group base, and decide to stick together and not trust anyone else. Ace tells his viewers to not tell Luck, but he's gonna betray Luck for a certain someone, past enemy of his, Smoke Panda, blah blah blah. Completely different, right? I know. And so I didn't have a story knock for this. But if you didn't know, after December, a lot of people left the Ace SMP, so we had to do a little bit of rewriting. So pretty much, now reveal this through Nally in sort of cool way, but I'm gonna tell it to you now because that's the point in this video, to tell you the cut stories. So after it would be New Year's Eve, and we are figuring out the results. We didn't script the results, but it was gonna be Smug. It was gonna be Smug. So Smug would win, and then he would cast me out into the Nether, and TM would be left behind. He would cast me out into the Nether because he saw me as a threat, and then TM would be kind of my spy on the inside of Ghostland. And I would get my father Bars to go into the Nether with me, Netherland, and we would get all the tools for multiple withers. We were gonna go back into Coastland once we got the Nether portal made, and then we would go destroy Coastland. Thomas would help us. Coastland was, and we figure out the twist of the multiple personality disorder that Ace has. With multiple personalities of Ace and Amateur. This is where we go into the second story, where Ace is no one really trusts him, and he's trying to regain the trust of the people back, and kind of failing. And Thomas and Varus are off at Netherland, being Netherland. Eventually, there was going to be a war between Coastland and Netherland. Again, this will be the second war between them. Eventually, I would sacrifice my life for Coastland, but during the time of the war, I would become friends with Lekai, blah 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 blah, and then Lekai would get mad at Smug because Smug wasn't treating me correctly and kind of was a threat. So Lekai and a bunch of other Coastland start Atlantis, and there are three groups all battle. War was the nation's war between Ace Land and name it his nation after me, Ace Lantis. So it would be Ace Lantis versus Netherland, which is also versus Coastland. And then eventually at the end of the war, I bring it back life, they would merge Ace Lantis and Coastland, So Coastland has coasts. After that, I was planning the story with Lekai, or something like that. That was kind of the original plan for the Ace SMP. You can tell that I took elements for what happened next, but it deviates pretty far in the Ace character. And yeah, I changed some stuff up. Alright, so this was the second storyline, which we did until staying on track until the finale for season. Felt alright, we're getting tired of this, let's just end it and going on to season 2. So after that is the first battle. Ace and Bubba's goal of it is to try to kill Midnight and get Clagoria out immediately, to kill off Clagoria. They fail. This is a canon life, but Varus and TM meet after the battle. Varus is questioning TM's plan, but TM says to not worry, everything will turn out fine. I have TM's plan, you'll figure it out in the finale. But it is different from what you're hearing now. It's a lot, so don't worry. This is spoiled the finale. This is kind of been like multiple. As I imagined it to go. You can see a battle, losing, and you lost. As if King Creeper is going to help him, he'll have to be alive. So Varus uses witchcraft, and King Creeper has 2 lives to go. The final battle arrives, and their plan is to kill Varus in ocean. They have a lava bucket, and when it's time to kill Varus, Ace starts. Alright, everyone, it's time to kill Varus. Turns around. Oh. And then he'd be amateur. It'd be a cool moment. Varus, Tam, and Ace all pull out weapons and say, "Time to die, Clegg." Clegg dies, King Creeper dies, so pretty much Varus, Tam, and Ace now team together, Coastland group to kill Atlantis, if you remember this, because Atlantis kind of deviated from Coastland to try to get rid of the tyrants of Tam. And right when they were about to succeed, Ace becomes amateur, and then joins Coastland, and Plegoria and King Creeper start together, and Coastland won, winning all because the war was kind of over all territories. Whoever wins gets all the land. Coastland gives 4 chunks to Plegoria and a penny, so they have the land. The 4 chunks. Coastland has 4. And then we go on to the third story. Story 3. So TM has an idea for a 5 lives tower. Papayo and Ace together go and exile TM. Can rule supreme. I am always true. I am
inevitable.
TM joins Plegoria. Ace says that TM was a traitor and was with Plegoria the whole time. He goes, so Ace the 5 lives tower anyway, and gives everyone 5 lives. And anyone who has died would come back with 5 lives. King Creeper joins Coastland because he doesn't know who he is. Once he got brought back to life, the side of a nation, so he's like, all my ideas are now gone. So who even am I now? Bubbles comes back and interrogates it, and wants Ace back. Amateur won't budge. Amateur that kills Bubbles on the spot, leaving lives. Then Bubbles joins Plegoria. Plegoria was supposed to be like a resistance, kind of hiding in those 4 chunks, going to rise up Coastland. Bubbles don't want to get all the territories back. He doesn't care about that. He just wants Ace. The big battle between the nations starts, and a lot of death happens. Amateur chooses not to join the battle. He kind of just in the Black House. Many people lose it like the hermit. Then Bubbles and TM go into the Black House. Bubbles walks up to Ace. I know you're in there. You can fight him. You can do this. I believe in you. TM, please, just stop this battle. Come back to being my friend. Amateur stops and TM walks up to him. Look, Ace. You're a brother. My father abused us, especially you since you were a dog, but you stood up for us. It was an animal farm. Just like the pig, you'll become just like the person you were through. I was kind of supposed to be Theseus, but no. Please, we can rebuild Plegoria, Coastland, but together, we can take down Varus, once and for all. Ace's eyes go back to black, and he smashes the device that helps him. It's pretty much the thing that helped him take control of Amateur. He's like, I don't need this anymore, and breaks it. The 3, so now, Bubbles, TM, to Varus, and they all pull bows at him. Varus only has 1 life left, because he died during the battle. Shoot me. I dare you. Kill all your problems away. Obviously solve everything. Father, it is time I finally end your tyranny of my world, my nation. Look, TM, I believe that you can become a better person. You've shown that. But Varus, there's no changing. He says. Goodbye, Dad. Says. They all shoot Varus and he dies. Everyone cheers and says there will be a and So this is, so we have eventually, so everyone on the server attends a celebration party, and they plan to rebuild the Netherland and Clagoria. Ace and TM are both ruling as president of Coastland, so Ace and TM are president together, and their members, Pato and Bubbles, so Pato and Bubbles are Coastland. Midnight and King Creeper move into Netherland, while People and Clegg stay in Clagoria. And this is the end of the main story of Season 1. And then I had ideas for Season 2. You don't mind it I long from the first story arc. Sheesh! So let's just start this. So Ace and TM go and chill for a stream, then at the end of the stream they're going to the world since they haven't. After a while of a run, they encounter this house off by a bedrock wall, and that's stone. The wall stretches out to height level, and also downwards to the floor. To the house, trying to know what it is about, but there's nothing. He knows it was built by a person, and decides to. Ace and TM next stream go over to Pano, Bubbles, and King Creeper. The house. You can't go above the wall because canonically, when you get about to height limit, you can't jump or place blocks, and you get very. So Ace goes to the left to see if the wall goes to the left, to the right, and TM goes to the opposite direction, while Bubbles stays in the house to see if anything happens. They all return to the house, all finding a bedrock wall. They are trapped in a bedrock. Ace tells Pato to try a potion to get rid of the height limit effect, since he loves making potions. He tells her to investigate the device that looks to be receiving a signal. Ace decides to build a base, since he never had one up to this point. He decides to start working on the monument server, the Ace Tower. For a couple of streams, King Creeper is just trying to figure out the receiving. During that, Pato is just gathering resources, trying to make a potion, while Ace is working on the Ace Towers. They reconvened after a while. Pato says he may need may be beyond the bedrock wall, and he's getting no luck. King Creeper says any device that can interpret the signal it's receiving. Everyone leaves except Pato and Ace. They talk for a bit. Ace says he has a favorite with Pato. Ace wants to be a human. Ace wants Pato to make a potion that makes Ace human. Pato says he'll work. 1 week later. Hopefully Ace Towers is almost done with being built. Then Pato comes to Ace with a potion. Ace drinks it and he becomes a human. He's still wearing the clothes he was wearing before. Ace probably changed now that he's human, not wearing like the dog collar. So 1 week after him becoming human, Creeper said he found a way to put the signal received on him. It has a black background with a white circle above it, with red saying, "Do you know who I am?" Everyone's a little freaked out about this. So pretty much, a redstone device at the edge of a bedrock wall in a bedrock-like box is receiving signal from someone with text, "Do you know who I am?" This is great mystery built up. 1 week later, the Ace Towers is completely finished. Pato meets everyone at the bedrock wall, and he shows them the potions. He has 5 of them, 1 for each. Of the dizziness effect. Right before everyone starts towering up, a familiar voice speaks. "It's been so long." Everyone turns around to see it's Varus. His armor is white. Ace is mad, but Varus doesn't recognize him. Has is how he abused his children, and that TM and Ace were his children. TM and Bubbles killed him. That's all he remembers. Varus apologizes for what he's done. Ace says he's Ace and is excited Ace is human. Because Varus didn't recognize Ace at first, since, he's a human now, he's not a dog. Says, "Well, we don't have enough potions for all of us, so you have to stay here." Ace wants to kill Varus, but he refrains himself. They all tower up at the top. Once they get to the dizzy, they all drink the potions. They tower up, jump off an MLG water bucket. It looks like Minecraft. on the other side of the bedrock wall. And the other side of the house is on the other side. In the house, the bedrock wall split it and they can go to the other half of it. TM suggests the house may be Varus's. He says it can't be, because Varus isn't a big redstone engineer. They explore the house. In a hidden basement, Ace and TM find someone. So, this was when we were gonna have Sparky Fireball join it. It was an idea I was playing with. Well, obviously the story did happen, and he hasn't joined the SMP, so... yeah, this never happened, and can't happen. Hi, I'm Sparky Fireball. How have you been? Spark asks. They found someone. They bring Spark out to the other, and just like that, 2 bedrock of the wall disappears. So pretty much, there's an opening now that, you know, people can walk, so it's not really a wall anymore. How do you like this side of the bedrock? You may find there's a little on this side than your little confined space, Spark says. The story ends with them all agreeing to explore this place together. Right when they agree that Spark disappears. So that was going to be the end of Story Arc 1. Story Arc 2 would have been them exploring the place down. And it was just going to be, you know, them exploring places, blah 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 blah. I think that's it. Other than, you know, the finale story arc. Here, let me read that off from you. No, don't worry, I'm not going to ruin the surprise for you guys. That'd be mean. We've only filmed the first part of the finale because it's split into 3 parts, but we're getting there. We're almost done. But I have a challenge. Something to commemorate the ending of Ace SMP. I want you guys, and I'll do a video reacting to them all, ranking them, giving a prize to the winner, like which I find best, to recreate your favorite moment throughout all of Ace SMP/Ace Adventures. It can be a story moment that you really enjoyed and felt heart-gripping, or it could be a comedic moment. It could be literally everything. You can recreate it in real life, you can recreate it in Minecraft. I don't care. All I care about is that it's at most 5 minutes, at least 1 minute. Depending on the moment. If it's a really short moment, maybe half a minute. But make sure you have you do the build up and show where it is in the whole multitude of story. And oh my, there's a lot of story. It could even be a moment in one of these cut stories. I don't care. It could be any moment. But make sure when you post them on YouTube, in the title and description, have the hashtag my favorite P moment. Got it? In the description. Doesn't matter if you have anything else. I can't wait to see what you guys submit. I hope people submit things because it is a cool prize. You have to get them all in by... so you have a while to get them done. You have like 10 days. I can't wait to all. Hope you all enjoyed doing it. I hope you enjoyed seeing that, and can't wait for you guys to see the finale. See you later. Bye.